Hello? Anybody out there? I think I'm back. See, I'm back. Transmission is now green. Not showing more dropped frames. Whoa, this is fun. I love it. You like salt bricks? Maybe you should get one. See, I'm more of a fan of sugar cubes myself. Hoping I'm back. Oh, I don't have an ad starting. Well, this is nonsense. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go do that. I'll be right back as soon as we can get back from it. I'm not gonna let the timer run out, but I am gonna go ahead and let it run just in case, because otherwise I'm gonna be blowing through snoozes. So I hopefully will be logged back in by that time. Alrighty, let's see about getting this set back up. We are back. Okay, good. So, let's try that again. This time with peeling and no connection issues, please. Oh, I had no luck. Everyone else fared well enough. You have reawakened. Oh, there they are. May I introduce to you Lalak, Yudik, and Nanid. Hello. It's been too long, Kovkud. I dare say Seder the 8th? No, Seder 4 has been completed. Indeed. Until the travelers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unraveled some had become. They give Kingdom Hearts vibes. Yeah, right? Travelers? Oh, of course, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighboring systems. But my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. The absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable? By the way, Kovkud, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travelers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests? A matter of proper form. Bloop. Hello. Ah, yes. So long has it been, I had completely escaped my mind. Still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. Bloop. Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer? Come now, Nini. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Of course. Food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh such as they must regularly replenish their ether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, in which we may engage in leisurely conversation. If we have a chance to learn something, I see no reason to decline. Excellent. If you would care to follow, we shall feast you on our purest ether. Will that satisfy hunger? Genuinely don't know in this world. Oh, more of them have emerged. This facility is where we replenish our ether. There is no particular name for it, but we traditionally sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest ether. Please absorb as much as you like. Sure. Okay. Brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet ether. But nothing seems to happen. Do you need to wait a little while longer? Brace yourself again, but again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I suspected. Meticulously as one might recreate the Eos homeworld, this is Ultima Thule. One cannot simply generate ether here. Its recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the created Emerald. However appearances may seem, must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. So, did you have your fill of ether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency of our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your ether? Well, we, cook things and then put them in our faces. Through your mouths, you say? Very primitive and quaint. I think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, provide sustenance besides. Such long life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not help but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence to vanish? Will you not favor us with an explanation? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well. We shall indulge you. In the beginning, the AI yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangible, such as land, the intangible, such as labor, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see. Too short to enjoy unhurried lives, too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, simply maintain the integrity of our bodies demanded considerable resources. You want to give them party hats? Yeah. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations, until we finally decided to challenge the last of them, the limit of knowledge. But that is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena, and predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believed that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Actually, hang on. Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed a fundamental truth to us. Just... Whoop! Party hat. Knowledge of truth is essential to the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed of corporeal forms. Lives readily ended. Oh, as those who... What thinkest thou? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegeia. Fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let's learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end. we join the AI, there's one trifling matter I wish I would fain investigate. Then, Gratia, might I trouble you for your assistance? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode if you would kindly follow me. I know not what mischief you are plotting, Urianger. I trust that you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elgea. Lest you worry, I won't start without you. Appreciated. Oh. Let's go see what he's got. Oh, we're gonna have to travel quite a while. Oh, it's dark down here. Ow. Oh, no thank you. Oh, I would rather not. Fine, this place shall serve. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? No. You pray forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. It was but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. As we have established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are the simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. Dost thou suppose this is possible? Meteion has taken their hearts unto herself. Right? I'm inclined to agree. Meteion can take the emotions of others as her own. I dare say she would be able to recreate them more faithfully if she relied on any historical account. By which logic, she must have visited them while they were still lived. The dragons and the Aya both. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how these two races must have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Meteion perceived the emotions of those nearby as her own. Heightened the sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an intellect. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired cessation of their existence, they would be powerless before that desire. Indeed, even as she possesses the power granted, our dynamis, it is my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, and did unleash dynamis, ushered the dragons and the Ea into their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Well, many stars did she find that already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find your way forward, you may ask yourselves this: in the place where you stand, Whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Oh, Meteion. See, this is what I was thinking of earlier. He needs a friend. Can you tell us this now? Or again would I betray your trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades. Bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harbored for the Crystal Exarch. Once placed my faith in thy chosen path, walking at thy side, full knowing bound for thy demise. Ask now that thou returnest the favor, might in faith fulfill mine own destiny. Oh, Mirianje, you say my debt has come due. How am I to refuse? 'Tis indelicate of me, I know full well, but beg I forgiveness. Yet even as if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer that I have found in. Answer to the question, what moment might I stand strongest? After all that we've been through, I'll say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must and see your conviction through. Shall, my friend. Shall. Without further ado then, let us join our comrades. Be off. Allegea. No, thank you. I'm good. Just passing through. What in the world? Well, that's cool looking. Seems everyone is accounted for. Shall we then?
Please continue. Tell us about this truth you discovered.
Again with a very fallen London feel.
Bear in mind, however, that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not.
Mildly rude, but understood.
The intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb-3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
All right.
You are entirely too kind. I pray you recount your tale as you see fit.
I love that animation. It's such a fun little thing.
The universe was but a tiny particle. Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age. In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter. The endeavor proved fruitless. So infamously so, in fact, that it became synonymous with vain effort. The universe as we know it would end, and there is no way to prevent it.
I mean, yeah, but we're talking on a scale of billions or trillions of
Our
years.
society stagnated. Though we had time still, it was a cold comfort.
Huh?
Why strive for anything when desolation is assured? When our wealth of wisdom, accumulated since the dawning of our kind, would be forever lost. No civilization would rise from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir. Intellect was once our pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility.
I disagree, but okay.
Our greatest invention became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators. Etched upon these stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge. Ignorance truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
I disagree. Everything comes to an end. Why not have fun on the way?
So that's your story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
In a way.
yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the air. But of one thing am I absolutely certain. I would not be happier in ignorance.
Yeah, you tell him, Sheela.
Ishtola, no! You mustn't! The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words. Nay, it is when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value. This is what has sustained me, driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow. The universe may end, and all may be for naught, but I will live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
Damn right.
I suppose it is only to be expected. Their feeble minds cannot fathom the terrifying gravity of it all. But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you, and we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
Okay, so something that I had forgotten about until pretty much just right this moment was the fact that the other Meteions took the form of birds as they
There may be a way to restore it.
went out into the universe, and so
Asm's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back.
oh,
But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost, so press on. Press on, and do not look back.
so each one of these birds is a Meteion.
As subterfuge is not required, thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Riange.
Oh,
My
you
resolve
too.
hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats.
Yeah, you too, bud.
This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also claim to excel in prophecies. My studies, into which have granted me the flexibility of mind needed to bend this malleable reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
Yeah.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Seems we've gotten her attention finally.
Another star.
Of the stars we visited, most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth.
So do we turn the wheel, or
Souls
do we
return
break
to
it?
the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew.
You've missed the point.
True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born.
Oh, hello?
This is the gift
Ah!
I give to you.
Someone's flirting with Dad again.
Life on beautiful
Okay,
places.
are we talking like just stage flirting, or are we talking like flirting?
Well, he sent me to get you.
Okay. Alright, hold whoever it is off for a few minutes. I'll be there as soon as I can. Finish up this cutscene and then call it there, okay? Alright.
To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun.
Hmm.
Attain it if you can, before your friends' emotions fade away, along with their protection.
We unfortunately saw the worst of people after people after people, and just didn't have a wherewithal. Victory lost. We'll get this started just so that we have a good place to begin next time, but yeah, then I'm gonna go and make sure nobody's trying to my husband. Are you already continue on? Yes. Let us make for where that light shone. Y'shtola and Urianger have opened the way for us. Yep. And there were 4. Okay, folks. Let's head back over to the just chatting screen, shall we? Find a place to send you all off to for the day. Let's see. Heavy stuff, folks. Heavy stuff. I was hoping we might get a little bit further than we did already, but yeah, considering it's about 3:45 where I'm at, and my usual cutoff time is 4 at the latest. I think we've still got about 6 more quests in this expansion to go before we even get to the patch stuff. So I'm going to call it there. We'll come back and we'll finish up the main story next Friday. So thank you very much for stopping by, Weary Travelers. I hope you've enjoyed today's Final Fantasy XIV stream. I'll be back tomorrow, Saturday, May 31st, for some more 1930s magical espionage against the forces of evil in the Lamplighters League. And I will do my best to try and see what the heck is going on. Thank you very much. I'll do my best to see what's going on with our connection so that we don't have whatever happened earlier happen again. But anywho, until then, for more information about future streams, keep an eye on our Blue Sky at Come and Go Tavern for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I have been your hostess, Sheela Ornvalis. And if you'd like to prop your feet up for a little while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up soon via a raid. So let's check the menu and see who is on the line right now, shall we? Let's see. Sono's online. Renee's online. Ooh, playing Night Raid. Bo Sheep, same thing. Same with Jemmy. And like Jemmy and Joe Cat are both like way above my level. Let's go bother Karate Bug Mom. Let's go bother Sonomi-Khan. Let's see, how long have they been streaming for? About 45 minutes. Okay, so good place to send you all off to. Alright, start that raid and we will see you next time. Ta-ta for now. Bye! Bye bye! 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 Mwah, bye!